And cheers, everybody. What is up, y'all? Bink. Little surprise intro or entrance for you guys. As I spill already, I like completely missed my mouth. So today we've got a fun one. This is a ProFitness sponsored workout. I'm going to be doing a demo. Today I'm going to be hitting legs. So the products, honestly, that I got for them, the belt support, the knee sleeves, and because I'm going to be doing deadlifts, straight leg deadlifts, the wrist straps are also going to all be clutch process. It's actually a perfect workout. I picked today for a reason because I thought it would be a great representation and demonstration of how these products can be really, really handy and helpful. You'll see them below in the carousel. If you guys have questions or anything like that, let me know. I'll happily elaborate on these things. But let's see, that being said, where's the chat? Why isn't it loading? What's going on? Boom, we got the messages popping up there. I'm just, again, and then also get this workout's fueled by Celsius, even though they're not even a sponsor, just shout out to them. A little quickie shout out. All right, I'm gonna load up my chat here. It looks like the chat, of course, doesn't want to load. Let's give it one more shot. Then I'm actually going to be putting the products on. I don't have them already on. And we'll get right on into the fun. All right, so it looks like this isn't loading. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it on my phone instead. Nothing's gonna stop me. Know what I mean? Y'all. Hold on, let's see. Is this what I'm looking for? No, that's not it. All right. Either way, I'm just gonna say hey in here for now because I can't find the message I want. Leave a comment. So yeah, just hit me in the chat, guys. All right, I'm highlighting that fun stuff. Got our cheers on. We're gonna get the warm up in first. I'm gonna use the assault bike for the warm up. So what I'm gonna also highlight is some of the other components of the belts and equipment that I got. Let's see, we got that one highlighted. Bam. All right. Let's get the gear on here, y'all. So I'm going to start with my knee sleeves, okay? And especially on a leg day, like this is, I thought that's why I picked this workout. It's a perfect day to be able to show the value. And here's the thing. I think a lot of times, like, knee sleeves and stuff are commonly associated with already having an injury, which, to be transparent with you, like, I definitely have had my fair share of knee injuries throughout my life as an athlete, just went into the fitness space. But I would recommend, like, even elbow sleeves, knee sleeves, compression garments and attire whenever possible. And the reason being is the added blood flow, because the compression, the support that you can get, and being able to have that to prevent injuries and to get the most out of your workouts is really like a key variable there. And then we'll put on got the ProFitness leather double buckle belt strap or belt support weightlifting belt. And again, because we got that double buckle, you get good tight support or good firm support. And then you can always go tighter, but here's the tip I would give you guys when you're using like weightlifting belts or even straps or things like this. It may seem simple and obvious, but I would recommend getting a trainer. Oh, what's up, Maxine? Hey. Thanks for dropping by or dropping a message in the chat. Yeah, live. And being able to, I want to make sure I'm live, yeah. Being able to, so I'm getting distracted, have confidence with how you're using the equipment, and having proper technique, because you might be reliant on it, or you might be leveraging it in a way that either doesn't optimize the piece of equipment or can actually potentially risk injury or hinder results. So I'm not saying you need to work with a trainer for every single session or anything like that. There's benefits to that for sure. Sorry, I'm like multitasking distracted. So we're just, for our straps, we're gonna loop it right into our buckle here. Now this is like, the initial part's a little bit thicker, so you gotta be like pretty much spot on. Now the thing I like about these straps is not only are they great for the actual gripping component of it, they have this nice, again, strap has a nice little like non-slide, non-stick texture and tactile component on it to grab the bar, but also the wrist support. Just being able to like get solid wrist support is really nice. And I like about these that, because some wrist straps will be just the strap. We'll keep it super simple, which is fine depending on what you're looking for. But these have an added wrist support benefit, and there's potential pros and cons to that, in my humble opinion. What I mean by that is being able to use the wrist straps by themselves are not going to develop your wrist, your grip strength, especially your flexion in your fingers and your wrists. And then being able to have a wrist support, it can take away from some of the natural stability that you'll get from your tissues and tendons. But if there's injuries there, or if that's your limiting factor and you're weak there, and it's preventing you from making progress and gains, being able to use straps and things like this can help, because then it's no longer your limiting factor. The only thing I'll say is you're going to want to then factor for some more wrist grip and strength training around those areas that might be considered weak, or might be the weak link in the chain, I should say. All right, so we're gonna get on the bike here. I'm just gonna scooch this puppy up just a little bit and not spill my drink while I'm doing it. So you guys can see me a little bit better. Pull this puppy out of the way. You guys can still see me, right? Yeah, beautiful. All right, so we're gonna do a 4-minute just warm up, getting the heart rate up, blood flow, all that good stuff. I'm not even gonna be doing intervals, I'm just doing 4 minutes of movement. Just getting the wattage up, getting my heart rate up, but I'm not necessarily, and I'm honestly gonna loosen up the belt, because like for this, here's where I see the belt being most helpful, is like when you're going for those heavy lifts. Like right now I'm not pushing heavy lifts, I'm not gonna have it on super tight. I have it kind of loose, honestly, so it's still there, but again, not adding that support and the bracing I'm gonna need for when I'm doing squats or doing my deadlift after this. That's where I see a tremendous value. Again, if you guys got questions, let me know in the chat. I love hearing from you guys. Plus, we've got our $1,000 cash giveaway going down. We're announcing the winner October 1st. So from now until October 1st, you can enter. I've got the link tree down below, scrolling in the banner. I'll also put it in the comments here once I finish warming up. And then this Friday, we have another sponsored stream. So you guys can stay tuned for that, 4 o'clock Eastern time. We're doing a $20 gift card giveaway, as well as a product giveaway. So you guys can check that out. Super excited. But I'm really excited, even just for ProFitness right now. The quality of the weightlifting, this is something my brother-in-law asked me a while ago. For Christmas, actually, because he got me, for our Secret Santa, he wanted to get me a nice weightlifting belt. And it's not ProFitness. But in hindsight, like, man, I should have told him to get these. I didn't know about the ProFitness weights. They're really good. He got me another leather belt. And I like the feel of leather. I like the support of it. This is 7 millimeter thickness. And the sleeves have 5 millimeter thickness. So you're going to have some good thickness and support there as well, which is clutch. Let's see what else we got. Highlight my sleeves here. And yeah, the belt is just nice with the double buckle, the support, the bracing, the breathing, the pressure. It's all clutch, as long as, again, knowing how to properly leverage it. Also, I got my new iPad. Here you go. When I say new, I mean it's like refurbished. But it's new to me. So that's all that counts. All that matters. And I'm going to highlight the strap. Actually, I'll highlight that iPad right there. Now, I'm going to put it to the real test, because we'll see. For this, since again, it's like a refurbished one, I can already, to be super transparent, I can kind of tell right off the bat, it was refurbished because there's a little bit of like a delay. So we'll see how this plays out in the next couple of weeks and months. But honestly, for like less than $100, I felt like it was a good deal. Looking at the reviews, so far, I mean, it works. There's nothing seems to be wrong with it, but we'll see like another month or two. So I feel like they can work for a couple weeks, but then in like a month or two, maybe a year, that's when you really see the flaws. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. We got one more minute. And yeah, with the knee sleeves too, you have different colors. You get them in different sizes, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna fit me. Okay, they got you. And honestly, this is a little pro tip for my Muay Thai, my martial arts is out there. Knee sleeves are actually pretty clutch to wear over your shins when you're hitting pads or hitting the bag and you might have a shin injury. I actually was testing this out with the ProFitness knee sleeves. I'm like, these would actually be solid like shin protectors. It's not even originally meant for that, but from what I can see and tell, they would have some good padding and protection for your shins if you're going to be doing some pad work or anything like that. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by all the talking here. Kick up the intensity. Bring it home with that assault bike here for another 15 seconds. And then again, today's workout is leg day, but it's a volume-based day. So it's like 12, 15 rep range kind of a deal. With not as heavy a weight, so we're not maxing out on weight, but the support can still be extremely beneficial. We're using our landmine, barbell, getting my other barbell. We got the count barbell. I've also got slightly cheaper price point barbell. Let me pull up. I'm going to be highlighting again on the ProFitness, the straps here too, again, because I'm going to use those for my deadlift. And for the squat, I'm actually going to be doing a landmine squat variation. I'm debating between using the grip keto on this one, but honestly, I think I'm just going to use my neutral grip. And again, right now, with the way the weight is, I'm not going to need the straps as much. I'm going to have them. I'm also going to grab my clicker for my reps to keep count. So I put it right over here. All right, so we're about 10 minutes in. Let me set my timer here. So that's one thing I feel like I definitely missed, tracking my actual workout, not the warm-ups in. And speaking of which, we're just gonna get a little bit of mobility going for my hips and legs, because we're gonna be hitting that lower body in the legs. We're gonna be pushing a little bit. So we do 30 seconds of a dynamic stretch protocol that I like. Now, here's what's interesting, depending on the exercise, like you may not want to dynamically stretch your hamstrings. Being able to have those hamstrings deactivated for some movements like plyometric jumping and vertical jumps can actually be really beneficial. So you may not want to dynamically stretch them depending on what you're doing. Like I'm not doing plyometric movements today, so it's less of a variable. But when you're doing like French style training, contrast style training, anything like that, where you're doing like a heavy lift followed by a plyometric, you may not actually want your hamstrings to be fully activated and primed. You may want them to be more, not, I won't say deactivated, but again, there's a synergistic balance between muscles, front and back sides of our body, or like on the lateral sides of our body. So they're usually working in contrast to one another. So if my quads, the front of my legs are firing, my hamstrings has to be relaxing. So on the jumping motion, I have to go into triple extension, hips, knees, ankles. If my hamstrings are activated and they're fighting against it, it can be a limiting factor. But if my hamstrings aren't fully activated, my quads are activated and fired up, I can get more of that triple extension, less of a prevention measure on the vertical jumps and plyometrics. So just a fun kind of side note. But again, that's also depending on what you're working on, depending on the workout, depending on the function. Like these are all details that are important where having a coach tends to really help with that. Speaking of which, if you guys want in on our coaching programs, you go to lifestyleoffitness.com. We have our 12-week body recomposition program specifically for people that want to lose at least 10 to 20 pounds of fat while putting on 3 to 5 pounds of muscle in a 12-week frame. Now, you're not going to do all that at the same time. We have phases and a very calculated plan, but it's making sure you want to do both of those things. Specifically talking to my parents out there or martial artists. Those are like our two real key people that this program specifically tailored, designed to support and help, and just set up for success with the context of how we do it. All right, so last thing we're going to do a little turn and reach. Oh, getting a little lumbar rotation and stretch. All right. Squat time, y'all. Let's get it. All right. Let's see. Bam. Got the motion tracker. Let's get our squatty poos on, y'all. Again, I got my straps. I'm not really going to fully rely upon them as I normally would on like a deadlift. I'm going to do it in the next move, but you're going to kind of just wrap them up. Just because they're not kind of dangling in the way. All right, so now let's get the deadlift on. This is where having the straps becomes a little bit more helpful and important. In my humble opinion. All right, let's get this. Let's tell this half ball out of here so it's not in the way. Boom. All right. Now, one kind of like pro tip I'll also say to everybody is usually it's easier to wrap one hand than the other hand's kind of locked in. So what I would say is get it kind of set, and then you can always like turn and twist it to tighten up to make sure it's at the right resistance or tension that you want. All right, so I'm just going to turn this around because I'm actually going to leave it from the bar here. I'm actually, I got just enough room. We're going to go for our Romanian deadlifts right from here, our barbell deadlifts, straight bar. And if you guys, again, have questions, let me know. Eight, we got 4 more. One more. Bam. And 12. Let's slowly rack it in. It's round 1 down. Today is the first phase or the first week of the second phase of the program. I'm only going to do 3 sets of everything instead of 4 sets just to see how my body responds. And again, everyone's different there. So you guys kind of learn how your body responds. From my experience, I've always found it to be the most effective through the first week. Not doing 4 sets can push the volume on the weight as well as the reps. I should say volume with the reps, intensity on the weight, but I keep it to 3, see how my body responds. And then for the next workout, I actually technically don't have to increase the weight per se. What I'll just do is do more, another round or another set, see how my body responds, and then start to go up on weight from there. All right, so what do we got now? Got our minute, highlight one of our other barbells in the squat rack. Your great foot. All right, we get our strappy poos on here. So I'm going to go from the straps, even though you guys saw me using that. We'll go to our belt as well, because this one's probably like the one item that I'm going to use the most. To be super transparent with you guys, that's probably the thing I'm going to have the most common use for. Even though the wrist straps are great, but like whether it's benching, whether it's pull-ups, deadlifts, squats, like I can use the belt support. When it's straps, like you don't really need straps for pushing movements. You're not going to lose your grip. Any kind of pull movements, that's where they tend to come in more handy. But with that being said, we got to add weight on. So we're going to throw 45s on for the deadlifts. So I only had 25s on, just kind of getting warmed up for the first round. And I'm going to throw on some more weight on our hot squat variation as well. Don't forget, guys, always make sure you're using your clamps too. If you don't have clamps, I highly recommend investing in some clamps, y'all. They're totally worth it. All right, so now let's add, we're going to add 25 to that bad boy. Unless I only have 15. Do I only have 15? All right, so we're only adding 15. You know what? It's all good, baby. It's all good. Getting through our progression here. We'll see how the added weight feels for both. Up and down. Get our squatty poos on. Over here, camera. Camera's getting lost over here. Let's bring this puppy back around. So the downside is because it's like recognizing the murals on the wall, which is kind of cool. When I walk over there, I tend to lose the camera sometimes, so motion tracking. So if you do have murals of yourself, you're a narcissist like me, that could be the only thing you got to factor for when it comes to the motion tracking camera. All right, guys, let's get our squats on. Got to slow the tempo down. I just noticed my tempo. Two more. One more. All right. Now let's get into the good part. Let's get to the deadlift. This is where, again, as the weight goes up, the straps become more helpful. And I personally like, for my deadlifts, whether it's a straight bar deadlift, straight leg deadlift, trap bar deadlift, I like, whenever possible, a trap bar, you don't have as much control of the grip, you have more control of the distance in your feet. I like a natural lie grip, meaning where my shoulders, my hands naturally kind of hang, is where I like to grab. Four more. Two more. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, we can even throw some more on that push. Let's take a minute, y'all. Going into round number 3. So since it's round 3 and I'm only doing 3, we'll challenge the weight a little bit more on that one. And again, hit me with those questions. Oh, you guys got questions, whether it's on the products, on the workout, on what I'm doing, let me know in the chat. And again, shout out to ProFitness sponsoring this. We have the ProFitness straps, got my ProFitness belt on, ProFitness knee sleeves. It was the perfect kind of grouping of products for leg day, especially the new phase I just started this week. So shout out to them for perfect timing, honestly. All right, we'll throw the 15 on here. This is where I can't wait. Next week, shout out to Road Combat Club. Next week starts our classes in the new location. So that means when I get back from New York, I'm going to be finishing moving all of the weight and equipment we have over the new location and finishing putting together all the new equipment. So you guys are going to see some cool content in the weeks to come with the new products that we have, which I'm pumped about. Okay. All right, let's highlight. Speaking of the knee sleeves, let's get those puppies highlighted. All right, round number 3, y'all. What are we doing after this? Ooh, then we got lunges and hip raises. Oh, yeah. Now we got 2 more. All right. So now going from the squat to our straight leg deadlift. And again, that landmine squat is kind of like a hack squat variation, or like a weighted belt squat variation, at least the way I had it set up. Speaking of which, I'm excited for the new equipment we have because we got a weighted belt squat. We have like a reverse hyper glute ham combo device. We got so much awesome stuff. And that's where the weight belt by ProFitness, the straps, knee sleeves, they're gonna come in handy too. And these are probably gonna be living actually at the gym instead of here at the home gym. So I'm gonna get way more use. And when you have the right materials, they'll just last longer. Like I feel comfortable for multiple people wearing this. Now I don't think they're actually going to. I'm not gonna advertise it to people that they can wear it, but someone asked me, I would feel comfortable just because of the quality and from the durability it feels like so far. I mean, I've only had this a couple of weeks, but so far I'm really liking it. Right. Bam. 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 All right, let's go round 3, y'all. I hit it on both sides. Make sure I don't knock my water bottle over. Let's get those straight leg deadlifts. And that's why I like the knee sleeves too. For this one, I'm not doing a full range of motion. I'm only going to about parallel or right before parallel. So the actual, where the knee sleeve ends is like a perfect mark for me where I'm actually stopping coming up. Eight, we got 4 more. 10, ironically, it was so cold in here before. Now it's hot, yo. So happens when you work out though, right? Increase body temperature. All right. Not too bad, but good for the first day of the new phase of the first, or the new phase for the first workout of that new phase. All right, so now we're gonna go into lunges with a hip bridge. So for this one, since I'm not pushing as much, I'm gonna take the weighted belt or the belt support off, kind of hang it right here for us so you guys can see that. And I'm gonna keep the knee sleeves on though because they're gonna be clutched throughout the entire workout, honestly. Speaking of which, I gotta turn my passcode off. This is annoying. Let's change up. Yeah, we got those knee sleeves highlighted. What? All right. We'll set up for those lunges. So we've got alternating lunges with a single leg hip bridge or hip raise. I'm gonna do a bridge on the ball, and then we got Spanish squats and good mornings after that. So not too bad for today, since I have leg extensions, leg curls, but because I don't have those machines, I'm gonna do a swap and an alternate movement. So not even factoring for those exercises today. There's that timer, y'all. Going. It's going. All right. We got alternating lunge at first. I'm gonna pull this puppy out, hang it up. All right. I'll leave it right up here. These are actually off on 2 different nodules. This one's slightly higher, but it's all good because I'm not using it to squat. So we're gonna get some of my adjustable dumbbells here. 20. 21. Okay. that. We got an extra one. We got a little extra straggler. All right. And this is where, like, if you're going super heavy on the weight, oh, the chat's about to kick in. Let me turn this off. With the volume, I should say. And if you are going super heavy weight, like, the straps can be helpful even on the lunges. I'm not going that crazy because I'm going volume. And again, with heavier weight, I would even maybe put the belt strap on. So I'll do a couple rounds. I'll do a round without it. I'll do one with it just to compare. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So we're going 12 alternating, so it's really 12 or 24 altogether. So here's 12, because I was getting excited. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm only halfway. 13, 14. I'm going to back up a little bit so you guys can see the knee sleeves too. 16, 8, 20. We got 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So those puppies down. Now we've got, so this is where I already use the half wall kind of balance trainer here. Since I'm doing a single leg hip bridge, I'm going to make this super unstable. Not even any resistance to it, but the way I'm going to make it challenging is by having my back on an unstable surface, having my feet on an unstable surface. So the stability is where the real challenge is going to come from, not necessarily the total weight, but we're still going to get a really nice muscular stimulus because of the texture and the instability. If you guys want to know why more on that, let me know. Happily. So again, we got one leg on, the opposite leg's off. We're going single leg hip and this again. Whew. This is tough. Let me get my hat out of the way. So I'm rolling a little bit too far backwards. I want to go straight up. 4, 8. Oh, it's supposed to be alternating. Whoops. 9, 10. Why does alternating matter? You might be asking too. 11, 12. When you get to alternate, there's slightly less overall fatigue right away. It allows you to kind of get a slight break, which tends to allow for more either control, endurance, or strength and weight output. 4. We gotta have a little balance. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11. 1 more. Whew. All right, that one might have looked easy, but that one, feeling that one, y'all. I gotta be honest. All right, so for that one, I'm also gonna take the wrist straps off, because that one's less relevant. I'm just really honing in on those knee sleeves right now. So the weighted belt and the wrist straps for clutch for the first superset for my legs. Now predominantly for the rest of the 2 supersets I have, because I'm doing 6 total exercises today. Really gonna focus more on the knee sleeves. And just sweating and hydrating. Being sweaty and then hydrating it back. Cheers, y'all. We got about, what, 20 seconds? 18 seconds. Oh, yeah. Got all the fun going down here, y'all. Let's get back on the ball. All right, so, all right, but first we got our lunges. Let's get those lunges up, son. There's that time. I knew, I was like, dude, where's this time? There it is. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna play a song. And Ashley texted me before. I was like, dude, good call. J. Cole, Losing My Balance. Good song. Well, we're halfway. Here's 24. Oh. Whew. All right, y'all. Now let's get hip bridge. We're gonna go alternating since I missed that on the first time. Slightly change up the pace. Ooh. All right, that was a little bit better. Actually, a little bit, that's like way better. Way, way better. All right, let's take our time. And then again, shout out J. Cole. We got one more round on this, then we're going into our last superset. And again, questions, y'all, always hit them in the chat. All right. Man, trying to get everything organized before we leave for New York tomorrow, man. I'm feeling it a little bit now. All right, let's check the chat. Doesn't look like we have any questions, so. Oh, yeah. All right. Got about, I think, like 30, less than 30 seconds, probably. I'm going in one more round. Look at that. I was like, there's our time. Where's my Celsius, y'all? No, here we go. So I have to say, can't lose. So I'm really digging the peach vibe, by the way, Celsius, too. But there was actually a video I saw yesterday that was by, I believe it was a sports nutritionist. And they brought up a really good point because they more so work with athletes, it seemed like. And one of the things they did discuss that I do agree and appreciate, not only for athletes, but really for anybody, it's like, guys, if you feel like you need coffee or pre-workout to get through the workout, there's a lot of other things we probably have to look at, like sleep, stress management, your rest periods, your nutrition, like how much you're feeding your body. Because as much as, listen, I drink coffee, I love caffeine, you shouldn't, like, I don't need to have it to get through the workout, you know? And if you're feeling that way quite a bit, you really have to look at what the rest of your day and your habits are looking like. These sleeves are feeling good right now, I gotta say. 4 more. 2, 3, 1 more. Oh, 4. Let's rack these bad boys. Let's rack them. All right. One more round on the balance ball with our hip bridge. Now this time, to change up the angle, I'm going to go straight up from the ground, alternating exclusively on the half ball to keep more of the resistance around the instability around my ankles, having more bounce stability, and then just adding the resistance bands as a front. So I'm going to do a little hip crossover here. Check this out. That's what's cool about this Zealous, and other brands will usually have some version of this. Have the attachable resistance bands, which honestly they feel a little cheap, to be transparent with you guys. They are clutch. Let's scooch in here just a little bit. Put this in. I think I'm also spoiled with all the other resistance bands I get. They're like way higher quality, it feels like. So I don't want to just bust out them. Let's go. Bring it in just a little bit more. Two more. And bam. All right, so now we get a minute rest. We're down to the last superset. Last 2 exercises, y'all. Let's see what we got. We're coming into the home stretch too here for the workout, or for the stream in general. So I think I timed it pretty well where I finished up the workout. We'll also be getting right towards the end of the stream. So we got Spanish squats, banded good mornings. So both of these are going to involve bands. And this is another actual pro for the knee sleeves, because if you guys haven't done banded Spanish squats, you basically put the band right behind your leg, and that can rub and irritate the skin. So I'm pumped I have the knee sleeves to not only support my legs, but to really just protect the skin a little bit more, so I don't have that same rubbing and irritation. All right. So we're going to anchor these bad boys to the barbell, since this isn't going anywhere right now. It's got a good amount of weight, so we're going to be good there. What is it? Yes, Spanish squats, and we'll use another set of bands for the good mornings. So again, we're going right behind, right on that sleeve, just so it's not going to rub or irritate the rest of my skin, getting some good tension. And again, this is pulling me forward, so I really get to activate my quads, front of my thighs with VMO, because of that fight against the resistance and tension. So I'm going to count nice, slow, controlled tempo. 1. Now as I'm coming up, I'm also getting really extended in my knee. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 8. We got 4 more. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. One more time, y'all. And 12. All right, now we're going to get another band. Let's pull out the blue band. Get our blue band on. A, because I like blue. And B, because it's slightly more resistance. And because I'm doing this at the end, I'm not really trying to do it for the strength. Doing it more, yes, definitely for the muscle activation, but really the stretch. Especially because I have back history as far as injuries go. And using the bands I prefer because of the accommodating resistance. So I'm going to go super wide, like sumo squat style, hinge, nice controlled tempo, going 12 reps. 3. I just realized I don't have the bands highlighted. 4, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. Bam, 12, y'all. So we'll take a minute rest, 2 more rounds, and then that's it. Fini, kaput. And we're out of here. And I'll be back again tonight with Gina and our guest, Coach Kyle Collier, one of my best friends from New York, who's also an amazing, we're gonna have to ask Kyle tonight actually what the best title to describe him, because he's got a really, really niche specialty working with the fascia of our muscles and body and how to properly release it, how to properly range of motion, and like so much cool hands-on stuff that he can do. And I want to say manual therapy, but it's really not an accurate depiction of it. And he tells, and I ask him this every time and I always butcher it, so I'm gonna ask him again tonight. Oh, let's send some of the pictures. So Lena had her first day back at school. I'm sending it to my mom. She's gonna love these. It's adorable. Adorable, y'all. Boom, there we go. All right, let's go round number 2. So again, we got our squats with the bands behind the legs. And then we're gonna go into our good mornings. We're going 12 reps here. And again, this workout, I'm doing 3 sets. Next week, I'm probably gonna work up to 4 sets, and that's where we're gonna cap it. If you guys want the workout that I'm doing today, if you're watching on Amazon, just let me know in the chat. If you guys are watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, YouTube, comment below, and I'll circle back and I can DM you the workout if you guys want to. Just comment and let me know. 2. And again, I'm using nice controlled tempo here. 6, halfway home. 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 12. Damn. All right. So, get those good mornings. It's ironic because it's actually afternoon right now. It's my little bad humor. And again, guys, don't forget, we got our $1,000 cash giveaway October 1st. We have our next $20 gift card giveaway this Friday, plus a free product we're going to be giving away. So make sure you set a reminder. I have both the streams scheduled out on my storefront here on Amazon, so you guys can set that reminder if you're tuning in from your phone or any app device. 7, home stretch. 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 11, 1 more. Bam! Shedding that set. All right, we got 1 more minute, 1 more superset, y'all. And we're done, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me while I was getting the workout in. Again, shout out to ProFitness for sponsoring, providing the products so I can go over this demo and show you guys the workout and joining me. And again, let us know, guys, when we get a sponsor, the goal for us is to always work out a long-term partnership and collaboration. So if you guys have requests on, hey, I'd like to see this kind of a demo or these products that the company has or any of that fun stuff, let us know and we can share that with the brand. Or if there's particular companies or brands you want to hear more from, or any of that feedback. So if you guys want to see more of their ProFitness products, you have additional questions, you have other products you want to hear about, let us know. Comment, throw it in the chat. We can share that and relay that. Or just reach directly out to ProFitness. That helps us out too if you guys enjoy this stuff. And then like, hey, I just want to let you know, like we love Coach Mike's stream and the LOS stream. Like that helps out tremendously. I'm not saying you guys got to do that because I know that takes time and it's not like a snap of the fingers, but I appreciate it. All right. we're almost there. One more set. I think it's pretty much time. Where's the time at? Yeah, look at that. I knew what time it is. Email a few details. Who's Wendy? Wendy. All right. Last round. Sorry, I just got like a text that's saying it was somebody that I do not recognize the name. Like, hey, we got to change something in the contract. I'm like, either this is a scam or I missed something very important. You know what I mean? Like, especially if I don't have the number saved in my phone. Well, let's go. All right, guys, let's get the last 12. I'm going to use my counter here, so I don't have to worry about counting. I can just chat and get distracted with you guys as we go through this last round. And again, we got the knee sleeves I still have on right now. We had the weightlifting belt for support, which was, again, a great example of on my squats and my deadlifts and do like today. We had the wrist straps and the wrist support. So that's the cool thing about that particular setup by ProFitness is the combo of the wrist support as well as the strap, so you can wrap it around the bar, the weight, whatever it is you're using. So you don't, if the grip does fail, you'll still have an anchor point. And that's honestly, guys, the real key benefit to me of straps is when you are having your grip fail, whether it's because it's sweaty or just exhaustion and fatigue, being able to have the straps allows you to still challenge the muscles that you're really focused on, like your back, your legs, your hips, glutes, whatever it may be, and then being able to say, okay, my wrist or my grip's my failing point, cool. I'll take that out of the equation for now, and then you can always circle back to it and focus on accessory work to develop your grip strength, the wrist strength, the tissue, so that that's not the limiting factor for you. This is the last set, y'all. We're getting into the last 10 reps. Ooh, who's here? 6, we're halfway home, y'all. 8, 9, I think, right? Here's 10, 2 more. 11, one more time. Bam, and there's 12. All right, y'all, so that was it for the workout, guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Shout out to ProFitness again for the weightlifting belt, for the straps, wrist support, and for the knee sleeves. Again, we'll see them back soon. If you guys want to see more from ProFitness, let me know. Get down here, camera. Let me know in the chat. Let's bring the camera down here a little bit so you guys can actually see me. Boom. Hey, what's up, y'all? And that's it. Oh, yeah. That's going to do it. Doesn't look like we have any questions. Again, we got the giveaway Friday. We have the giveaway October 1st. Probably even been doing some giveaways in between, so make sure you guys stay tuned. And with that being said, we got to get our cheers on here, y'all. Let's get my water bottle. Let's get that cheers. Cheers, everybody.